Hello, you have found yourself on Vig's Classic Literature. This is an analysis of The Masque of the Red Death by Edgar Allan Poe. So please like and subscribe to my channel and leave any comments in the comments below. Tell us where you're from. Leave your own little analysis if you like. Thank you very much. So welcome. Today we are stepping into the dark Gothic world of Edgar Allan Poe's 1842 masterpiece, The Masque of the Red Death. At its core, this story is not just a horror tale about a plague. It is a chilling psychological allegory about human arrogance. Poe used a vivid, dreamlike setting to show us what happens when humanity tries to use wealth, privilege, and architecture to escape the universal truth of morality. Let's look at how Prince Prospero tries to lock out fate and why he fails. The plot is deceptively simple. A horrific disease called the Red Death is destroying a kingdom. Instead of helping its people, Prince Prospero seals himself and 1,000 noble friends inside a fortified abbey. They weld the iron gates shut to keep the plague out. After months of luxury, the prince throws a bizarre masquerade ball, but at midnight, an uninvited guest arrives dressed as a bloody plague corpse. Prospero confronts the stranger, only to drop dead instantly. The guests unmask the intruder, find nothing inside the clothes, and die one by one. Poe builds the narrative around several heavy themes. The most obvious is the inevitability of death. Death acts as a universal equalizer. It cares nothing for royal blood or bank accounts. But Poe also explores the theme of illusion and escapism. The nobles use music, drinking, and art to distract themselves from reality. Finally, there's a sharp critique of class cruelty. Prospero represents the elite who abandon the suffering masses during a crisis, choosing self-preservation over moral duty. The setting of the ball is highly symbolic. The party takes place in 7 connected rooms arranged from east to west. This layout represents the human journey through life. East is where the sun rises, symbolizing birth and innocence, marked by the blue room. As you move west, the colors shift through purple, youth, green, fertility, orange, maturity, white, aging, and violet, twilight. Walking through these rooms is a literal walk through time, moving closer and closer to the inevitable end. The 7th room is the westernmost room, representing death. It is draped in black velvet, but its windows are stark blood-red color, and inside sits a massive ebony clock. Every hour, the clock strikes with a deep, haunting chime. Poe writes that when it rings, the music stops. The dancers freeze, and everyone grows pale. This clock is a constant, terrifying reminder of the passage of time. It tells the guests that no matter how hard they party, they are 1 hour closer to their graves. The climax occurs when the masked figure appears, personifying death, the Red Death. When the furious Prince Prospero corners the figure in the black room, he falls dead. When the terrified crowd rushes to unmask the intruder, they find the grave clothes are completely empty. There is no physical body inside. This is Poe's ultimate philosophical point. Death is not an enemy you could fight, stab, or lock outside. It is an abstract, unavoidable force of nature. In conclusion, The Masque of the Red Death is a timeless warning against the human ego. We can build the highest walls and buy the greatest luxuries, but we cannot escape time. Poe ends his story with one of the most famous lines in literature, which perfectly summarizes the futility of Prospero's kingdom. And darkness and decay, and the Red Death held illimitable dominion over all. Thank you for listening.